Dear friends, hi, this is Nick Polyushkin. Today we are in our Fort Lauderdale office and we have a pleasure to have here one of our top producers, Valeriia Afanasieva. Valeria, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, hello. Thank you so much for introducing me.
Awesome.
How are you?
Very good, very good. So today we want to talk about the real estate business, about the real estate agent business, and about how you get to where you are right now, because you're one of the top producers, top agent, and I know that it was probably not an easy way, but I don't know. So we want to discuss with you how it was for you, your experience, and where you begin, and how you improve yourself to get to the top of the list and become one of the top producers. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background, and how you get to real estate.
I moved to United States in 2016, and in 1 year after that, I got my real estate license. But actually, I didn't do real estate for the first 2 years. And after 2 years, I finally decided to focus on the real estate business, and this is how I started.
So you, after a year you moved to US, so in 2017 you decided to take your real estate exam. So tell us about that experience. Did you have to go to school? Of course you did, but how did you pass it from the first time, or you had to do it multiple times?
It was a very long way for me, because when I arrived to United States, I didn't speak any English. It was really hard for me. For most of my colleagues, it was really easy.
You took a test in English?
Of course, because you can pass test in Russian and all classes in Russian. But for Spanish speakers, it's like they can do that in Spanish. For Russian people, no, which is good, I think. So after that, I took my classes, I passed exam, and then I started trying to pass my state exam to get my license. So it took me like a while. But I really need it. So
you worked hard.
Yes, I did it. I worked hard on it, and then I got my real estate license. I didn't know what to do. I actually found my broker very quick. It was a very big corporation. It was my first experience, and I actually glad that I have that experience, because when I met my second broker and when I met Nick,
you had something to compare with.
Yes, I had something to compare with. Yes. So,
but let's go back to like, so after a year in the US, you decide to take a real estate license. Why? Why real estate? Who you looked at, or who told you, like your friend or somebody, like why you decided that?
Good question. When I moved to United States, I used to live in Hallandale, right next to Golden Beach. I saw all of that beautiful houses and buildings in Sunny Isles, and I always wonder how can I get inside, and I wanted to see that very bad. And I met a girl, and she was in the process of getting her real estate license, and she explained me a little bit about the market and about that business. And I was really interested in getting the access to luxury real estate, to see how it works, to meet that people who owns that real estate. So it's a lot behind that.
That's super cool motivation. Yeah.
Yes.
Golden Beach is the most expensive zip code in the US. All the houses right on the waterfront, and there's houses across the street on the Intercoastal. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, good.
This is my story.
So, and with real estate,
I was following my instincts. This is the most important thing in my life. When I actually follow my instincts, that means that this is what I really want. So this is what I really need, and this is where I can actually succeed.
That's good. Listen to your instincts or gut feelings. So that's Valeria's advice. So after you got your license, then you had few brokers you work with. So you started with large corporate company, then you moved to smaller company. Tell us about this experience with these brokers. What you learned, what you felt there, like how was it pretty much, and how did you find your first broker?
The first broker I found basically on internet. I just Googled brokerages, and I met 5 brokers, and finally I decided to stay at the big company. And they were actually great. They taught me how to use the realtor's system, like MLS system, how to schedule showings, how to do...
So MLS is a multiple listing service. It's like the system which we have access to, and it's unique and only licensed professionals in real estate have access to it.
How actually fill out the paperwork. It was a great experience. They walked me through my first transaction. And after that, I started picking up some deals. And when I saw my split, my commission, I was really surprised because corporations, they actually cut 50% from you, from your cake. And it's a lot. It is a lot in real estate. And after that, through one of the transactions, I met my second broker, and I started working with her. Commission split was completely different compared to my first brokerage. And after that, I finally met Nick.
Also for transaction.
And I didn't know that he's a broker. And after that, I saw on social media that he's hiring agents. And I decided to meet with him. And after that, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. That's very good. I'm glad that, we did this post about hiring agents. Our social media works, and definitely spread out the word to, it's good. So when you joined us in 2019, I believe, right before
No, it was right after. It was during the COVID
pandemic.
Right after the pandemic.
So 2020.
2020, I joined Vera Realty in July in 2020.
Nice. So time flies. Been 2.5 years already. So tell us about your experience with Vera Realty. What were you able to improve any of your skills? What did you learn with us? Or tell us about experience with Vera Realty brokerage.
Experience, it was really interesting from the first moment I met you. Nick was for me as a mentor. And this is the most important part in a business, wherever you do. Your boss or the partner, like, you have to lead each other. So Nick, for me, he is a mentor. This is the key. This is how I become who I am today.
Thank you. That's very good. Mentoring is so with agent whom I see that you can really succeed, and I saw it in you. Definitely, I will spend time and teach you, because I had the mentors too. So in real estate and in other businesses, you learn from somebody who already did it, and or you learn from that person. You can also exceed. You can, become even better version of a mentor. So it's always ways to improve and learn more. There's so much information in the world. So in real estate also, it's this business is never the same. Every transaction is different, every client is different, and you have to match the people, match the properties, and this is a very important skill, and you have it.
You just need to find somebody, like your broker has to be your leader, and you have to be inspired. But what he's doing, how he's talking to people, how he's talking to you, what type of transaction he or she does. It's very important to have somebody who you want to always follow or reach to that level. It's the most important part in business, I think, not only in real estate. So you have to have...
In other businesses, same.
Yes.
You have to have the leader to whom you follow, to whom you can rely on and ask for advice.
Yes.
And definitely, I'm for agents always open. Agents will text me and ask me for questions. We have managing broker, but I always will respond. It's never like I will disappear, and I'll always try to help, because I'm taking care of the agents. Let's talk about some successful real estate transaction which you did recently, or in time where you were with us. Like, what did you learn from it, and what obstacles did you have on the way? Because large transactions, they're also not easy, they're hard. But let's talk about some successful transactions which you did or which we did, so we can tell about to our viewers that there is a top of the iceberg where you see only like the end, like success, right? Where it's like all the, you get commission, you live the good life, and then below it, there's always a story behind it.
Yes, it is the story.
Each deal.
It is
So
the story.
tell us some interesting stories, some from your past experience in the last 2 years.
So when actually I joined your company, I didn't have any sales transactions, and it bugged me a lot because I was about like, okay, I want to fly now, and Nick saw in me a lot of potential, and you believed in me, and actually that helped me a lot. It motivated me a lot, and I wanted like to show you that like I can do something. So my first successful transaction was after 6 months in Vera Realty. It was a purchase. It was a sale, but I represented the buyer. So we bought a house in Fort Lauderdale for $2.5 million, and it was a quiet transaction. It was really hard to negotiate.
It was this beautiful expansion.
Yes, yes.
This is beautiful property.
Yes, it was my first big transaction. But my second sale transaction. Before that, I sold a condo for around up to $300,000, and after that, I was in a pending sale for that beautiful house. So, what's the story behind that? It was very interesting. I rented a property for my client. It was short-term rent, and after 4 months, they were from different state, and this client, she was a real estate agent in different state. And after 4 or 5 months, even less, she called me and she said she has a client from her client, and they said they want to buy a house in Florida.
Nice.
So this is how you actually making connections, and it doesn't matter who is your client. They want to do cheap rent, expensive rent, cheap sale, expensive sale. It doesn't matter. You never know who they know.
You never know whom they know and
Yes.
whom they know, whom they
So,
also know.
After that, I realized that real estate, it's about consistency. It's not only about posting posting material on social media or follow up with your clients. It is important. It is the key. But the most important part in real estate, it's the way how you treat your clients, the people who is around you. You have to be very consistent about who you are. So, and if you're communication, yes, you never treat your clients in like bad way because I just made that transaction. No, and like you neglecting other people, your clients. You don't do that. It's about consistency and follow up with your clients. So this is, I guess.
Yep. So my next question actually was also about but you answered it already. How you talk to clients.
Yes.
So consistency and way of communication
Yes.
always stay the same, and be responsive and represent your client and help him with
Yes.
questions. Don't disappear. Some agents will just disappear. They did transaction. That's it.
When you're making a connection with the client, especially when it's your big client, this is from my experience, you're becoming a part of the family, and you're just like doing for them everything. I need a nanny. Do you have somebody? Yes, no problem. I need to rent a car. No problem. I want to rent a boat. I want to buy a boat. Do you know somebody? So everything go through your connections.
And you refer
Yes.
people, and it's like a network of trust. And when people invite you to this network, they want you to help them, assist them too. And plus, they might assist you back with something. You can ask them like,
Yes.
what about this? What about that? So no, that's a very good point. So with your clients, how do you keep up with, like, you have a lot of clients? How do you stay in touch with them? Do you talk to them every day? You call them, you text them, or you, after you did the transaction, do you still follow up with them? Like, how you keep in touch with your clients?
I don't talk to my clients every single day. you have to be always on your phone and try to not miss any calls from them or text messages. You just like try to do your best. Do not ignore your clients, especially when they need something. Usually I reply like within right away or maybe within an hour or two. If I'm busy, I always let them know. You just like be yourself, be you. Just treat people with respect.
But treat with respect and tell them if you're not available, just send them out a reply that you will call them back, or don't disappear. That's the very important part, because when you disappear, especially if you just did a transaction and they're asking you, where I can connect the power or something, and you disappear, that means that they not come back to you to sell this property or to buy again.
Your relationship, they never stopped when after transaction is closed. You never stop in your relationship with your clients. It's your friends, it's your clients. So you treat them like it's your friends, so it's your community.
Treat your clients as your friends. That's very important.
Yeah.
Okay, Valeria. So after 2 years in Vera Realty, what you experienced in the company, and also which advice you can give to agents who just got the license, who are at the beginning of the way, what you can advise them, what to do?
Vera Realty changed a lot. The first thing is location, because we moved to another location. Now we got a very beautiful and fancy office. It's my one of the favorite part. We have next door a very good immigration lawyer who is helping us with some transactions for our foreign clients. Also, we have a FinCom group. It's accounting. It's a great thing to have in your company. And also, we hired a broker, managing broker, which is very tough. And he is teaching new agents, and not only new agents, experienced agents, how to sell, how to work with your client, what to offer them, what do not offer them, because it's very important how you're representing yourself and what are you offering to your clients. So also he's teaching new agents how to work with the paperwork. These things you will never learn in a school. In a school, you always learn about the law and the structure of transactions. They never teach you those details. So Vera Realty changed a lot, and we are growing very fast. And if you are new in real estate, if you're even thinking to become a realtor, it's very important to choose your first broker. So
where you will learn, where you will have proper training, proper support, all the systems, and good commission splits. So
yes, the commission splits are very great, and especially when you start it, it's never skip that part about your commission, because real estate it's not that easy. It is beautiful, but at the same time it can be very ugly. So you have to ask questions, and you have to have very open broker. You have to see him as your leader, as your mentor, and never afraid to ask any questions about anything.
Yep, it's a very good point. On interviews, ask questions as many as you can, prepare, read about the company, and ask questions and get a feeling of the broker and the management, because you will have to work with these people in the future and make transactions with them, deal with them. And of course, ask questions about commissions, commission structure, training, support, systems. All that has to be on the interview, and broker will appreciate that you did the research and asking questions, because that means that agent did their homework, and in the training it will be much easier for the broker to teach new agent how to do the transactions, become successful, and maybe become top producer one day, like Valeria did.
Nick, thank you so much for inviting me, and dear future realtors, or the one who already became a realtors, I would love to invite you to work with us. We have a very big team, and we keep growing. We have a lot of to offer, and if you're really interested, you always can come and see us and talk to us. We will be glad to answer all of your questions. Please follow the link below. Please follow me on social media. Please follow Nick on social media, and I hope we will see you soon.
So dear friends, below will be the link to our website where you can learn about the company, where you can read about us, check what we offer to the new real estate agents. So definitely check it out below. And I wish you to get your license, or if you already got your license, find the best broker with whom you will be successful. Go to the interview, talk to a few companies, and select the person with whom you feel comfortable. Because if you're not comfortable working with this person, you might not be successful, and that way your commission check will be very low. So you might regret this choice. So do your research, find the best broker for you, study hard at the beginning, build your clientele, and then you will be super successful. And we are here to help you to become top producer and assist you in any way possible in real estate. Good luck and see you next time.